Son mentors now consist of male artists who reflect to him what he can be and be secure in that.
Leadership matters big time. You can see with good leadership, boys in that environment becoming honorable, becoming brave, becoming the kind of people who understand that sometimes you have to sacrifice for others. With bad leadership, it sets their aggression free. It's sort of unrestrained aggression. And that if they're not disciplined, that's a terrible combination.
Hey, Acid, you gotta go faster, right? We're going full speed every single time. Move it, move it, move it. Ball. See the ball. Good. I knew, like, just growing up, the impact that, like, my coaches had on me and the impact that coaches have on their athletes. And so I knew through coaching that I could have the same impact on the people that I coached, but I wanted it to be more than just stuff on the court. So I kind of just did some research, went around the internet and found A Call to Men, and kind of worked out where they flew me out to New York and trained me on their Leader Respect curriculum. With all the players in our program, we do group sessions with them where we talk about what it means to be a man, what it means to have respect for women, respect for people around you, what healthy relationships are. It dives into consent, what sexual harassment is, what sexual assault is. We talk about objectification. We talk about how we're influenced by the media. I've seen both sides, you know. I've seen people that totally understand the Me Too movement and what it's about, and then I also have seen the side where they kind of feel like they're under attack. And so it's really, you know, asking questions to help them better understand it. Pay attention. Gentlemen, we're going from guard to wing, we're cutting through. Does that make sense? Okay, let's go. I definitely have had conversations with people that told me that they didn't think the kids were gonna wanna do this. Like an extra hour on their Saturday, they're just gonna wanna, you know, they've already been here for 2 hours at least for practice. They're gonna wanna go home. Like, they really crave these conversations, and they know that all the things that they can't talk about, maybe at home with their friend group, even with, you know, other people, adults around them, that this is a place where they can come and they can express their needs without judgment. I want to be someone they feel comfortable being around when they need someone the most. Okay, we got it?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Nice on me, 1, 2, 3,
Nice! Get everyone.
We're the ones that created boyhood, not our boys. And we're the ones that are managing boyhood, males as well as females. If we want to change the outcomes that boyhood produces, we can't look to the boys. We actually have to look to us and the message that we give them.
While men have been called out, it's really important that we're intentional about calling men in, because we're really the solution for harms that are happening to women, girls, and members of the LGBTQ, trans, and gender nonconforming community, but also harm that's happening to men. And that's why the authenticity is so important. I'm so grateful that people feel like they can be who they are, and that's what more men need to really get in touch with our own authenticity.
We have become very disconnected, especially from our boys in this society. There has been this idea that boys are independent and self-sufficient and they don't need us, and that's not true. They do need us, and they want our support and our backing.
I think it's so important for them to love themselves and to accept themselves, and also to love and accept others where they're at. And if I could instill anything in my boys, it would be that.
The only thing I hope for him to be, which is something he always say, if you ask him, what do I want to be in life? He says, I just want to be me. And I think that's the coolest response, because how easy is it to be you in this society?